Hi there! Today's potato reveal should be the diploid potatoes, at least those that are still left in the ground or in their bags. I was having some issues with magpies stealing the plant tags and taking them out of the soil and putting them somewhere in the garden. I put them back, at least those that I found, but there's possibly that I put them into the wrong bag, so I'm not sure if it's 3 diploid bags or if one of them is from the next and other batch of TPS plants, so we'll see. The diploids have been very popular with the slugs. I was harvesting 4 bags really early because the plants didn't grow back. I'll insert a picture of them. It wasn't too interesting looking. They tasted great, and I get a lot of diploid berries from my plants this year, so I'm going to plant more of them next season, but this year all I have is the 4 plants I harvested early, and these ones, yeah, that's looking like the other diploids I was getting. And ooh, the soil is wet. They all had kind of long tubers. Oh, that's really wet soil. At least the moisture holding ability of my sand soil and compost is good, but this year I wouldn't need that with all the rain. Last year it would have been helpful. Oh, and it's cold. It's sunny, but it's not too warm at the moment. We get night frosts on the ground. The ground is freezing in some areas of the garden, and air temperature is like 2 degrees Celsius, so cold and wet soil. Not one of my favorite things to do. The next bag, I can't even find a plant in here, just some weeds. And if you don't use soil testing kits, when you see moss growing, you can be pretty sure that your soil is acidic. I'm not using soil testing kits because I don't need that. There's plants that show you how your soil is if you have certain plants growing. They only thrive in specific pH levels, and they will show you how acidic your soil is. And This poor plant didn't even make potatoes. Can't find anything in here. Oh, yes, I can. One potato, a small one. The slugs, oh, two. Another one, and it seems like it's already regrowing. Yep. That's always the interesting thing with diploids. Some of them have very short dormancy, so the microtubers that get produced like 3 months ago are already sprouting. So that's why I'm not growing a lot of diploids. They just don't keep well enough for the climate I'm gardening in. They're interesting and very neat plants and beautiful flowers, but if they don't keep, they're not worth growing for me. Here we get a bag with a plant that's still alive, and you can see how much the slugs are eating. The stems are here, and as soon as the plant makes a leaf, it's gone. So it's not surprising that I'm not getting good harvests this year. If the plant can't photosynthesize because it has no leaves, it can't work and make potatoes. Okay, that's a really long potato. That's really a neat result. Quite long tubers. Very small but and thin, but as long as my fingers. So that's interesting. And the last bag, where I'm not quite sure if it's a diploid or not. Yeah, it's a diploid. So I put back the tags into the right spot. And this one has slightly pink areas. The really nice thing about them is that they're not susceptible to scab, so all the skins are looking nice. So that's really a good thing for me. So if I'm able to find some that are keeping reasonably well, will keep them. And I might try to do some crosses of diploids and tetraploids. They are tricky to make, but maybe I'm lucky and can transfer the scab resistance from these to some tetraploids. Here we get the harvest of the 4 bags. I'm not cutting them open because I'm pretty sure that they all will be yellow inside. I'm keeping the long and funny one, and I'm keeping this one because it has some pale traces of red color on the skin. I'm not keeping this one. It just doesn't look too interesting to me, and I'm not going to keep this one because it's sprouting already. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and happy gardening.